Main quest time! Since the 2.0 trailer just got released, and it is absolutely freaking amazing. It looks so cool. I have to catch up. Otherwise, I'm going to be left behind again. Let's see. Okay, so last time I went up to the giant floating castle in the sky thingy, and now I have to go find something that got dropped off the top of that thing. And there's people. Yay! There's always people. I hate people.
There really were Fatui at the location written down on this piece of paper. And they look really mad at us too.
You can't run! Yeah.
Midnight Phantasmagoria!
Give me one. Please form one orderly queue so I can kick your butt one at a time.
Hey! With sword comes shadow.
Let's end this quickly.
Oi, rude. Oh no. Back up. Don't get yoked, don't get yoked, don't get yoked. Wait, child. Go for the
Amateur.
Wait. You really should get specialized in fighting Chloe.
Incoming!
Let's end this quickly.
Wait, that's rude.
You can't run! Lights out. What a nuisance!
Wings of Darkness! Come,
I swear the
sever night
teleporters
from day!
told me this so nice. Okay, where's that mage gone? That dude had way too much health to just up and die on me, so I am somewhat concerned that he's gonna come and show up at some point and kick my butt. Is he downstairs? No. Huh, he might have died. Oh well, I'm not questioning. Okay, just gotta heal some peeps a little. Where are we? Food. Everybody have snack time. Alright, and now this out. Okay, so nice.
Nowhere to hide.
Cha-ching.
It's time for a flash break here to the bone.
Oz, reveal thyself!
I'm just gonna stand over here and shoot him out of range.
Midnight Phantasmagoria!
Cut to the chase!
Hey!
Why do people here have freaking
You can't run!
ice flamethrowers? Makes no sense.
Don't blink! Hey!
Oh yeah, there's no way I can't actually do that ice
With sword comes
pillar.
shadow.
That animal pillar at the moment because it's part of a two-part thing, and the first half is down that grate.
Don't blink!
So I'm gonna need either Fancy or I think maybe Zhao to get it, because you gotta hit the first one, which opens that grate, then jump up. So yeah, you gotta show something on that pillar. Use the animal one down there, jump up, and then open that. And it's, yeah, I don't have the people for it. Okay, where's this thing? What am I looking for? Oh, yep, I've already done that one. Oh, yep, and there's another guy. Hello.
Incoming. Hey!
Wait, chill, come on. Yep, freezing time.
Shouldn't let your guard down.
Have a load of
Yes!
Dead. Really? Yeah, just wait. Yeah, just stay down. Yeah, where are we climbing?
No time to lose.
We're climbing.
No time to lose.
Really should probably heal Kaching, but can't be bothered at the moment. Why is there another one? Oh my gosh. Okay, so where is this thing? 6 meters. 9 and 9. There we go.
There are so many talismans here. And some stacks of blank paper, too. What are they? Paimon's
Captain
seen
Obvious,
this pattern
Paimon.
before. But, what? Oh, Paimon knows! It looks just like the sigil of permission the child gave you.
So they're faking them.
But how did a relic of... Oh, that's right. Cloud talismans like that were what... Maybe the Fatui are copying the sigil of permission in hopes of it being able to channel divine power in battle? And the plot thickens. We'll need to keep an eye on Child, that's for sure.
Man, Paimon is
Alright,
Captain
that's
Obvious.
enough sticking around here. The last stop on our rite of parting preparations to... Let's go!
Marsh. Ugh. Marshy, marsh, marsh, marsh. Oh, wait. Loot! Gotta get that fruit. Alright, where am I going? Marsh. Okay, so the marsh is there, so I'm just gonna stop in and heal up. Healing time, come on. Everybody get that heal? Yay! Okay, I'll go here. Go. Alrighty, marsh time. Please don't wake that guy up. Please don't wake him up. I'm gonna go this way. Whee! Whee! Mushrooms. Mushrooms. Zhongli, where are you? Hello there.
Right on time. I myself only arrived moments ago. Did you enjoy your visit to the Jade Chamber?
It was so big and pretty and expensive. Paimon's never seen such a fancy schmancy place before.
Indeed. It's second to none in all of Liyue. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust? What did you talk about with her?
She's super rich and so generous. Paimon thinks she's very friendly.
She's a badass
her
bitch.
take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's. She thinks that even the tactless Yuheng is more trustworthy than her.
Oh. So you also met with Keqing then? What did she have to say?
She said the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
No respect for the divine. Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Keqing, Ningguang is more of a businesswoman at heart. Though they are both members of the Qixing. Although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true intent. Yes, She has only relied on herself to rise to her current position. No ordinary person could ever achieve that. It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most important thing to her. Even if she ever gave up the position of Tianquan, she would never give up the Jade Chamber.
According to the lore, apparently Ningguang is the richest person in
The Jade Chamber is
Liyue.
only second. What's the most important thing to her then?
Mora,
Why, Mora,
probably.
of
Yep.
course.
Yeah, no
All
surprises.
Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that after Rex Lapis was murdered, the Fatui have constantly been trying to sink their fingers into Liyue, and that they aren't to be trusted.
That is how the Fatui have always been. No matter what they may be planning, you must be careful when dealing with the Fatui. Always be on your guard.
So, is there anything we need to get for the rite of parting in Dihua Marsh?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Today,
Glaze
we'll be
lilies.
gathering wild glaze lilies.
Glaze lilies? Well, why did we come all the way out here? Doesn't the garden in Yujing Terrace have some? Even Qingse Village has glaze lilies. Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madame Ping is always tending to flowers.
No, those lilies have... Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. It is a sort of joyful flower that listens to human. Before the Archon War, Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. But the war caused landslide. Of course, there are some kinds of flowers that have been... Wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance. If we want to follow the true tradition of the rite of parting, we must grind up the wild lilies. But I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers. That's correct. Your singing will surely bring out the strongest...
So how good is your singing?
I'm tone deaf.
Really? Why doesn't Paimon believe?
We'll only know once she starts singing.
I wonder if they get the voice actors to start singing. Glaze lilies.
It's time to sing. Whenever you're ready.
Da 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 da.
It's Barbara's song.
What happened? These flowers are jumping. They look really angry. Is it because you sang a song for Mondstadt that they don't understand here in Liyue?
Or they just can't sing.
Don't blink. Hey!
As you wish,
That's okay.
mein Fräulein.
Yeah! By royal decree. Cut to the chase.
One down. Like, rude.
Speed of light.
Damn, they didn't drop anything. That's annoying. Good double chairs.
Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies.
This little monster is known as a whopper flower.
Yes, we have encountered those before. Crap, my battery is running low.
Strange. These petals look interesting. The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long. The result seems to have surprisingly potent medicinal value. Let's collect what we can of these petals.
Well,
Super magic
that's
rose
nice and all,
lilies.
but will those petals be useful for the rite of parting?
Unfortunately, no.
Gotta find some more.
That's so lame.
Excuse me.
It's on you.
Are you searching for glaze lilies?
Oh, hey! It's... What's her
Go.
Paimon can't remember.
I'm gonna be
Hello,
polite.
traveler. I'm surprised you still remember my name. Ah, that reminds me. How was your visit to the Jade Chamber?
Well, it sure would have been better if you told us how to get up there.
Paimon, that's rude.
Didn't I tell you the way? Surely I did.
Nope, we found the way on our own.
Oh, I see.
Oh, Ganyu.
Uh-oh. I guess I really did forget to tell them.
Huh. Something seems a little off about... She's acting different from the first...
Ah, well, I met you at that time as an emissary of the Tianquan. But now, I am simply out on a stroll to see the flowers.
You came all the way out here to see the flowers? Why not just enjoy the gardens of the city?
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. If I strolled through those lonely gardens now, I wouldn't be able to bear it. Whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days, I draw the windows to block my view of the gardens.
Oh, sorry. We shouldn't have brought it up.
No, it's quite all right. I just haven't processed my emotions yet. When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, the first iteration of the Seven would gather in Liyue and drink with Rex Lapis. But 5 of those original 7 had already passed before Rex Lapis. It's truly a changing of the guard. Yes. Now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, only Barbados of Mondstadt remains of the first 7. The other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no longer the same friends from 2,000 years ago. Of the current 7 Archons, the youngest is Sumeru's god of Dendro. He is merely 500 years old.
Only.
Whereas Rex Lapis was more than 6,000 years old at the time of his passing. This means that
dude.
Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the moment it was first founded 3,700 years ago. The city has never had to bid farewell to its deity.
So what do you think of this farewell?
Huh? This is a little sudden. As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine a Liyue without Rex Lapis. But as an Adeptus, I think I will eventually come to grips with reality. Since Rex Lapis has passed, the time of Liyue's contract with the gods and Adepti has now reached its end.
Huh? Did you just say, as an Adeptus?
Paimon, have you not seen the horns?
Yes, I am a mix of human and Qilin. Adeptus blood flows through my veins. I fought for Rex Lapis and the city of Liyue during the Archon War. After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing. I've continued those duties to this very day.
Okay, that one, I'm not calling the lady rude.
Well, let's save that conversation for another day. You say that you are here looking for glaze lilies? I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found. See, I've just picked one myself. Here, you may have it if you wish.
He's cute.
We dare not refuse it.
Oh, so did you sing a song before you picked the lily?
Indeed, I did. I know this tradition well. In fact, I sang a local Liyue ballad to it.
Wow, so you really know your stuff, too. Thanks, Ganyu.
No, it is you who I should be thanking. If not for this chance meeting, I never thought that I would be able to contribute to the upcoming farewell for our ancient lord. If you would excuse me, I should return to my work now. Good luck.
And that just about does it. Our preparations for the rite of parting are mostly finished. Given the ease of picking glaze lilies, I think this was a fitting end to our tasks. In more ways.
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him starting a business in Liyue.
I've had enough ventures in my life already. Beginning a new undertaking is always difficult at first, and requires no small amount of effort. And once business is at full steam, the stress of it all only wears away at you over time. So you must be careful to take the time to step back and re-examine yourself. If left unchecked, the wear and tear on your heart may go well past mending.
And he is
Wow.
speaking from experience.
See, Johnny sounds like he's already seen it all. Alright, I think it's about time we head back to Liyue Harbor.
Back we go. Oh, looks like I gotta stay out, going outside the harbor and walk in. Looks like somebody wants to meet me at the entrance.
Huh? What happened? The city gate is swarming with Millilith and... the Fatui?
This is sus.
Ah, you're the consultant to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Mr. Zhongli, I presume. The Millilith are watching our every move now. These are desperate times. We mustn't act rashly.
Desperate times?
The Adepti of Joyun Karst are finally on the move.
Do they intend to exercise force?
Most likely. I've heard that some members of the Qixing have already gone to meet them. Well, I say meet, but it's more like they're attempting to stall the Adepti outside the city. However, both sides were quite obstinate and hit an impasse.
It seems inevitable, given the current situation.
The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing. They only acknowledge the contracts of the Geo-Archon. If the two sides come to blows, Liyue Harbor will be in no position to stop them.
Surely the Liyue Qixing are not the sort to give in so easily.
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the lands. Yet it's because of that obstinacy that mortals and Adepti are now on the verge of conflict.
And what now? How is it that the Fatui have come under fire?
That's all Ningguang's doing. She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, the Millilith must rein in the actions of the Fatui. Only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us? That's the Qixing for you. Anyway,
they got a point.
Mr. Zhongli, you're one of Child's close associates. Please understand that your actions will reflect on us.
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary between both sides? Or will you use your sword to turn the balance? Neither path is an easy one.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor has also been caught up in all of this. They're currently squaring off with the authorities at the gates.
Things are taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. I hope that Master Hu has been able to keep things under control for the moment.
Okay.
Consider your next course of action carefully, Traveler. If you're trying to prevent an explosion, it may be wisest to look for the fuse first.
Yeah, that fuse is red-headed.
Having connections with the Fatui seems to be quite the double-edged sword. So what does Zhongli mean by looking for the fuse? Oh, Paimon gets it. If there's... he must be waiting for them. But where could we find him now? Where would he go at a time like this?
Mr. Sus. He's probably at the bank. Something tells me I might want to heal. Or at least get a better party up. Party time. Okay. Let's see. And do Ching for. Oh wait.
Ready when you are.
Get Ching
Something's come up?
first. Probably not best to have him in there. Let's see.
Present.
Ooh, Chongyun.
I'll bring my seasonings.
Actually,
Sooner we're done,
yeah,
the better.
Rosaria and
I will protect you.
oh, you probably better not. I wish I had more people that were not freaking
Come with me.
ice or lightning. Way too many. What was it that I was gonna swap in? I was gonna swap in something. Oh, yeah, I was gonna swap Beta for.
I want to help.
Should have at least one mage in there. Come on. Please load, thank you. Oh, yeah, okay. It's not even in the city, is it? What? Oh, hey, there's a quest. Someone's got a quest for me. Quest.
You didn't let me finish.
That's cute. And we're gonna go take a pit stop. Oi. Just a slight pit stop there. Granny. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, where's the kid? That away. Kid. Chili. Chilies. Here. Damn it, you can't sprint on the stairs. Oh, yes, you can. Okay, where has this kid gone? Oh, she's probably tried to go to Liyue. But it seems like she may have gone the wrong frickin' way. Because this is most definitely not the way to Liyue. Like, come on, coaching.
Yeah.
Weenie. I'm gonna have to fight a ruin guard, aren't I? Okay, got Hilly Charles. Small child, where are you? Over where, Paimon? Okay, she's Hilly Girls, apparently. Wait. What the? Where is she? Oh, it's up here. Okay.
With sword comes
You're
shadow.
no help.
Lights out. Judgment.
Don't blink.
Where is the kid, actually? Okay, I can't actually see the kid. Hi, okay. Oh, that's why she's in the bush. Got something for you. You got your toys. Gonna follow the kid. She's only small. It's not very hard. She doesn't walk very fast. This is a bloody escort mission.
Incoming.
I got friends.
Hey!
Oh, come on.
Cut to the chase.
She just left me kidding.
Speed.
I'm kidding.
Steady
kidding.
as stone.
I swear I'm kidding.
Made wood.
I'm glad I rode a while.
Leave it all to
Well, be strong.
Judgment. Shiver. Don't blink. Stand clear. Animal hypostasis annulation. Incoming.
Why am I in the air?
Nowhere to hide.
Second.
Absorption test. Steady as stone.
Alright, where's the kid? Where's the kid? Kid's in a bush again. Here, I got a present for you. Oh no. Oh, kid. Oh no. Okay, well, I'm gonna go back to the village first. Because there's 2 indicators there. See what this indicator's for. Hopefully it's just the kid. Stay there, be a good kid. Yay. Yeah, it's a good thing I talked to her first. Let's see, zoom out. Okay, where's Dad? There's Dad. Alrighty, where is he? Here we go. That's sweet. Okay, back to the main quest. At the merchant, ooh, she sells these. I need some of those.
You'll have a blast.
Where am I going? Oh my gosh, stamina. Doggies! Hi, doggy. Up we go. Shortcut. Ching, please climb. Thank you. Alright, off to the bank. Oh boy. I have an inkling. Which is why I set up my peeps.
Wow! This is the Golden House?
Okay, it does look pretty badass.
It looked impressive enough from the outside, but who would have guessed that it was even fancier on the inside? And so full of Mora.
It's actually just got piles of shit around.
This is where all of Tibet's Mora is minted, right? In that case, maybe they will
Paimon?
notice if a few Mora... Oh,
No.
so it's a trap! Tricky, tricky. Good thing Paimon's guide, but even if we can't take any, we can still have a or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of Mora. It's like, oh, right, it's quiet. Huh? Look!
Yeah,
What happened here?
saw a Millilith before.
Paimon smells trouble. Quick, we have to go make sure that the Exuvia is all right.
It's a corpse. They're not going to be doing much to it. Why do I have a feeling I'm going to have to fight Child? It seems smaller. I think they shrank it.
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already seen enough trouble for today?
Child.
Who's there?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way. Although I'm deeply grateful to you that I was able to effortlessly find this secret location, don't you think that trying to stop me now would just be wasted effort? Stopping the Mora Mints, hiding away the Exuvia. The Chising are really pulling out all the stops this time.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled. She will get that which she desires. I'm not asking for your blessing, and there's nothing you can do to stop me anyway. The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, I would have skipped that stage to begin with. But I'm willing to do as the Tsaritsa deems fit. Either way, we now come to my favorite part. A simple pleasure, and one that I am oh so delighted to be sharing with you. The battle.
Yep, I know
Battle?
it. Yep.
So you're the type that goes looking for trouble, huh?
You could say that. When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene once her mission was accomplished. Instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come running towards the sound of battle now, would she? When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the outcomes, and consider the consequences of her actions. But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being a Harbinger lies in crossing blades with strong opponents.
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever happen again!
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I won't kill you, Traveler. I'll just play along, to feel the thrill of battle. Besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your wildest dreams. But hey, try to relish the fight anyway, because if you ask me, without that, what else is there? Fighting talk, I love it! Now let's see you live up to it.
Okay.
This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with the Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint.
That's rude.
Time. A fine opportunity.
Wait.
Incoming!
Cowering already?
Yeah!
Okay, so his kit is different to character
Try
child.
this.
Judgment! Don't blink! Hey! Cut to the chase!
Dude, he has a whale! What the fuck?
Incoming! Hey!
Passable.
That's rude!
Passable.
As a good knight should.
Wait.
I'll catch up.
Passable effort. You're wide open.
This seems too easy, even with the giant fucking whale.
You can't run!
Passable effort. You've made
Got
some
lucky that
progress.
time.
Guess I should take you more seriously. Good. No wonder Signora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out.
Okay, he's a
Brace
lecturer
yourself.
now.
This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger.
No stone unturned.
Right.
Yeah, that means the Ching's basically useless.
No
Good thing I
use
brought
on
Rosaria.
All you do is run.
Ow.
Crush you.
You can't run.
My turn.
Funny, I wonder.
Don't break my glasses.
As I kind of do know the answer. Why they didn't give him some sort of electro abilities as a playable character, but that would probably just make him too OP. Not even the Archons have two elements.
You've got some skills.
Steady as stone.
Come back here.
Incoming.
Something else catch your eye?
Animal test 6308.
Wait, that's rude.
Got you. I'll crush you.
I must leave no stone un...
Gotta admit, Electro Child is pretty badass, and please tell me my game hasn't broken.
Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get.
Normally, I'm guessing.
Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing us to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected! Well then, I'll be taking more Axis Gnosis now. I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
He's going Super Saiyan. Okay then.
Not bad. But this is going to cost you! Yeah!
Okay, gotta admit, he looks badass. Yeah, I gotta heal my people.
Ahead of me, didn't you?
I gotta go heal. Okay, sprinting stamina, let's see, physical damage, defense, and I have no electro stuff, crap.
Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the Gnosis over, now! Don't make me take it from you!
We didn't take it! clear.
Oh, she can actually do damage. Okay.
Nowhere to hide.
She's not alive.
Absorption test.
Die.
Uh-oh. Well,
Someone needs assistance.
wait.
I'll catch up.
Judgment!
Stand clear. Swirl, Mark 2.
Oh, yeah, that works.
Punishment! Yeah! You can't run!
I must leave no stone unturned.
If in doubt, stick Noel with a shield and just let her wail. Speaking of whales. Hey, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Leave it up. I must leave no stone unturned. Absorption test.
Here.
Stand clear.
In the middle, in the middle, in the middle.
Judgment! Yeah! You can't run!
Some you win, and some you lose.
Yeah, calm down, child.
Look! Child's back to normal again.
Well then, time to cool off. It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. I lacked the opportunity to think this through, and now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis.
Yeah, child. Dude.
You had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been taken.
That's what we've been trying to tell you. We didn't take it.
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. You already know the answer, don't you? I can see it in your... But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity. This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend, even if our friendship can only be shown in battle against one another.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make friends.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My quest still beckons. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was never in the Exuvia to begin with. In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
What? So you mean that...
Yes, it appears so. Interesting to say the least. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts. As such, we must now look to our backup plan.
Backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this, for the weak will be swept away in the process.
Alright, dude, what you
The
planning?
truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue strength. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui Harbingers.
So what
Dude,
are you
stop
planning to
monologuing.
do?
I
To the
will
point.
awaken the god that lies dormant beneath
A god?
Osial, overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the GR Archon in the Archon. If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand alone?
But the Archon War ended 2000...
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey! Those are sigils of permission! Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, Breaking the subduing might of the using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me. And but knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo-Archon to show its hand, but you as well, that makes matters a little more intriguing.
Okay, looks like I'm not fighting the Geo-Hypostasis anytime soon.
Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone. That guy is fast. What's going on?
Okay, so it's a Hydra. A Hydra.
Exhausted. If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out,
I am on.
Did we make it in
Sure.
time?
What are you doing here?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adept guy. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Chising. Is the fighting over?
Hey, little old lady is an Adeptus.
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Just seeing this...
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention, which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago. So will the power of the Chising...
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is... not necessarily.
What? Wait...
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Chising did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it piqued their fancy. And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong Ballista with one's own hands is here. For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet, it would take one, but a little tinkering to turn this ballista into an engine of war beyond your wildest thoughts.
Okay, she's arrogant.
I suppose this is one blessing for... So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong bullet. We haven't a moment to spare. Yep.
Okay, that's badass.
The Fatui! They're attacking the Guizhong Ballista!
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong Ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
All able Millilith, with me!
Let's go help too!
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you, one wishes to witness.
Alright, am I gonna get any help?
You can't run!
Steady as step.
Alright, looks like I'm doing it by myself. Someone just shoot at me.
Cut to the chase! Speed of light!
Miscalculated.
Well, at least everybody, after this raining, means everybody gets water damage. Or water elements. Like.
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
Animal hypostasis emulation.
What a nuisance!
The ancient god's attacking again! There are so many Fatui too! We can't look!
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Huh?
It was my honor to serve you. Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This is Adeptal energy.
Thank you, Madam
That light
Pig.
from your body. It's like the time in Julian Karst. Whoa! It's Madam Pig's shockwave. This granny's really strong.
Hey! Cut to the chase! Income! Hey!
I miscalculated.
Come here.
This isn't good.
Punishment!
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil! Cast your fear of injury by the wayside, and fight with all your might! I too did this during the Archon War!
So this is what Ganya's like in a fight.
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast.
Okay, is there another wave coming?
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of Adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've
This'll
adapted,
hurt a
try
bit.
to use
Wow.
that battle.
Judgment! Shiver! Hey! With sword comes shadow.
My work.
Speed of light.
Last one again, last one again.
Absorption test.
fear that the god's power has reached its peak.
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
Don't jinx it, ka-ching.
To the chase.
I guess this is it.
Time to clean up.
My duty.
Wait.
I'll catch up. Someone needs assistance.
The front.
Leave it all to me.
Enhanced animal module 75.
The Fatui's numbers are thinning.
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
Oh, right, it's almost over. Cool. Yay!
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
Laser! That's badass.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Uh-oh. That doesn't look good.
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
That's one way of killing a god. And Zhongli didn't even need to step in to help.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy.
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation for building the Jade Chamber. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of the Liyue Qixing.
And now it got exploded.
Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least some recognition, don't you agree?
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our negotiations. Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today. But please forgive us. We cannot yield to your wishes.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex Lapis to protect Liyue 3,700 years ago. Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it.
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebears, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing generation of the Qixing leaves many things of value to be inherited by the next generation. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world, establishing a network of contracts which has since come to be known as trade. But I dared not speak. I could only gaze at him in silence until the moment I awoke.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to...
Right! That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both, and that nothing good would come of it.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has lent us such succor.
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens?
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millilith. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace given to us by the illuminated Adepti this day.
Huh? Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we just beat that big monster?
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite...
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millilith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. Everyone was there.
That's
When
cute.
danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks and loads of things that make the harbor so pretty. Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please come visit us for the next lantern rite.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. It must be hard being an Adeptus. Aww.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. But it is no longer necessary for the city to rely on the Adepti's power to solve every little niggling matter. Although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found in those we call mortals. The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed. Now is the time of contracts between Liyue and its people.
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place. Wouldn't you say so, Cloud Retainer?
You guys are birds. Of course you're out of place.
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, Conqueror of Demons.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. The city of Liyue has changed much after our long separation. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once again changed the place beyond recognition. Fair enough. Away we shall.
Old grumpy farts can't keep up with the young'uns.
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall persist no further. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Qixing will...
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best left to the people of Liyue.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Oh, right! Child wanted to unleash the... But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex. Oh, and speaking of that...
Yeah, a little sidetracked.
Hyman doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adeptiless Rite of Parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhongli's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshen Funeral Parlor.
Why do I get the feeling he's gonna be doing something Arcani when we run into him? Of course he's gonna be up there. He's gonna be in Yujing Terrace. Kitty. Fairy lady.
Is there anything I can do for you two?
We've come to see Zhongli.
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to... Last time we saw Zhongli was... Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Li? We had better go... Uh-oh.
This seems a bit sus.
And with that, the fate of the Guhua brothers.
I bet this leads into a cutscene.
You call this cooperation between harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? I'm sure you must have enjoyed that. Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child.
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Bards, was it? I'm glad you still remember my name. Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching Help.
No, don't let her get to you. You've yet to gather the powers of all 7 elements, so it might be best to keep things peaceful this time, seeing that 2 of...
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit awkward, wouldn't you?
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, the real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind.
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed unto thee. For my promise is solid as stone.
Paimon.
Sanctimonious.
What? So you're the Lord of Chio? No, wait. That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the Fatui?
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the...
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over. That's what he wanted to see, am I right?
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. I witnessed the founding of Liyue, together with the Adepti 3,700 years ago. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time, until one drizzly day. As I was strolling, I stood motionless among the crowds.
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, was Liyue the city I had dwelt in for so long? So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue. That's right. Which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis and...
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the...
Of course. And it would have been all too easy for him, too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
I was pleasantly surprised with the finale of the show that you all put on. Why, you even deserved an encore. The Adepti deserve the greatest applause, considering their years of seclusion. They hardly recognized the city, yet faced with such a crisis. And hats off to the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract, Senora. She managed to keep everything she knew in strict confidence, far from the eavesdropping ears of her colleague Child, just as I had requested. All the while, I carried on as Zhongli, and fulfilled the traditions of Liyue in this mortal form. Thank you for walking that path with me, Traveler. These things were all a part of my script. The only unforeseen plot, I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti. They seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue as divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my...
Huh? That doesn't...
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for—
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone—
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo-Archon, Liyue, would—
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you— Be that as it may, you've come out of this as the hero of Liyue.
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter.
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
Do as you wish.
I really hope we get to wipe the floor with
Is there
Shira
anything else
later
you
on.
wish to ask me?
Right! As Zhongli...
Realistically speaking.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. My agreement with the Cryo-Archon will be the last of my contracts. As for the bargaining chip, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
Well, that's rude.
Paimon can't... So Zhongli...
One of the clauses of our contract was not to divulge...
Can't work out if Zhongli's a dick or if he's actually kind of smart. Either way, he managed to play an entire, what, like 2 cities?
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
Hey, you can actually go see it. Come on, move. I'm a Qixing. Or Qixing. That's it. I am a Qixing. Move.
Oh, well, since we're going through with this rite of parting... So Rex Lapis is... Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard the Fatui. Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui...
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean...
Yes, and to think that this happened right on the heels of the incident with Rex...
Say, do you think the person...
Now that you mention it, that's... I mean, it all fits together. That person must... Still, what sort of supernatural...
Ah, forget it. Guessing's...
Millilith dude, Millilith dude. Millilith dude.
Hear ye all! The Qixing's words. Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too must return to dust. This is common knowledge. Gods and adepti live glorious lives, but both light and shadow have their season. So too must they face divinely appointed trials.
Dude, I got a cutscene to watch.
Rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered. Now, let the truth be revealed. Having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. He beseeches the people of Liyue to grieve not, and to let not their hearts be saddened. Nor are they to believe street-born rumors, or indulge in baseless speculation.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Qixing's announcement said. So that's how they're spin. Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up? Could the Qixing already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? Did Zhongli tell them in secret? Exactly, right? Ooh.
He's like, bruh, I retired, leave me alone.
Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing. Are they saying something? Are their speeches over?
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end of the contract. And it is also the end of an era.
3,700 years of contracts burnt.
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous. But
the long, unending dream of our Archon walking among us.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, we must learn to say farewell. Will you stand with us as we re-establish our contracts? As we build a new age of prosperity?
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
Huh? Is she looking the...
Traveler.
Yikes! She really is looking our way!
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
So young. The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. And as you have heard, our eyes see far and our reach is long. Name your price. You deserve that much.
All the primo gems. Please.
Whoa.
Infinite primos, please.
Wow, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Dude. No.
Talk to people.
Huh. And to think I'd put my but it seems as if those perfumes really would. Well, that's fine. Suffer no rivals in love.
She's thirsty.
As for the mortals and adepti of Liyue,
Well, I got from Teapot.
Because he's 6,000 years old, that's why. There's only 5 of them.
Perhaps mementos for Rex Lapis?
Dude, really? Zhongli, where are you being sus? Yep, you being sus.
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this. Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their emotions, thinking that they'll never see Rex Lapis again. And here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the burden I have borne for 3,700 years? Right. If the two of you can spare the time, I should treat you to a meal at the Xinyu kiosk.
Ha! That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some third-round knockout. but you'd have to pay out your nose just to stand inside Liyue kiosk. Are you sure you can afford?
You're right. I do like the Mora. As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Zhongli, when I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as an Archon. So I had to rehearse a little for my new...
Oh, no wonder! Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were spending because you've never had to.
He had his training wheels on.
But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to, you had to try becoming a parasite to society who lives off of other people's credit.
Oh, Paimon, you're savage. I love it.
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. You don't have to say it like that. In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. We also exchange knowledge, memories, and foresight, as well as positions, roles, and lives.
Please tell me lives does not mean slavery.
The Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli could.
Excuse me?
I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli. That is true.
Paimon thinks that...
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name.
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before. Raiden?
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of the Inazuma Bakufu, people call her the Raiden Shogun.
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis...
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack of power. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, the gods will look upon them with favor. This is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon those who have been acknowledged by the gods.
Uh-huh. That's how people in Teyvat see it.
And she's been nicking them all.
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating the Vision Hunt Decree.
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the hands of a statue of the 1,000-armed, 100-eyed god.
They want to seize visions. But why? Aren't visions blessings from the gods?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings.
Whoa, that's a...
The Animo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. It seems as though she has finally decided to eliminate any unstable elements that could pose a threat to her eternal realm.
Yeah, I'm seeing paranoia.
The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away, will only strengthen her resolve to pursue eternity. Knowing her, she must have again quoted that ad, 7 ideals for 7 gods, and of these, eternity is nearest unto heaven. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? Ah, that was a good one. Failing. That said, the reason why the Qixing were so eager to resolve the incident and stop pursuing the culprit
you told them.
Was indeed because they I hinted as much to the Adepti as well. How did I accomplish that, you ask? Have you ever heard of this particular... All right then. Was there anything else you wished?
Yeah, about that. Before the...
These are indeed false accusations. But it remains undeniably... I've heard that Ningguang is busy milking that for all it's worth on the foreign relations. Those poor Snezhnayan diplomats. If it were not for Child's exalted position as a harbinger, I'm certain that they would have shifted all the blame to him and called for his dismissal by now. All right then. Was there anything else? The time of the adept Kuching is absolutely right in saying this. Now, though I did laud Ningguang's desire
Funny
for
how they
power,
only ever
believing
mentioned
this to be a
two of
good
them.
thing, and thought as a matter of could the original person who brought up the idea of seizing power? All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
That's right. Zhongli, since Morax is... Also, isn't the Golden House...
The Mora present now will not vanish. But the Golden House will indeed have to cease operations for a lengthy period of time.
This is terrible.
Yes, this is indeed... Well, I suppose we'll just leave such troublesome matters to the Liyue Qixing to debate.
Like, not my problem.
Then, did you...
Oh, a private fund.
Oh no.
This
He
does seem
didn't.
like a good, logical,
He didn't.
common sense idea.
He's broke.
It's a shame.
What's a
He's
shame?
broke.
It's a shame that I didn't think of it at the time. All right then. Was there anything else you... Well then.
He's a walking
I
disaster.
suppose you'll
It's
have
great.
to find a way to get inside this closed...
Yay! Ding! I get my teapot! Yay! Teapot! Where's my teapot? Gimme!
While the Millilith stands
Where's my teapot? Where's my teapot? Madam Ping!
Ah, children, come, come.
Teapot,
You've
teapot.
arrived at just the right moment.
Oh, what is it, Granny? Need any help?
Oh, no, no. You've done... In fact, my old friends and I...
A gift? For Paimon?
No, it's for me.
Oh, child. When you traversed my old teapot in search... That simply... Fortunately, I have not yet grown... Oh! Did my friends never mention it? I will not go into too much detail. The teapot that you entered previously...
So, in the eyes of an adept...
Oh, indeed, the teapot is nothing to boast of. Once... but that's enough nostalgia for now.
That's right!
Oh, settle down now, children. There's no... What's more, Well, for starters, you would have to dig downward, following the... But almost no one has been able to find. Even more difficult to find is Smaragdus jadeite, which must be chiseled from... In any case, Smaragdus jadeite is an adepti treasure. Goodness knows...
Well, since you're an adeptus, Granny, the...
Yes, I suppose she does count.
She counts? How come there are so many adepti in Liyue Harbor? We seem to bump into the...
Oh, maybe so. Who can...
I'm back, Granny. Oh, I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to do the honors. This child here is Yenfei. I believe you've already heard of the traveler and her traveling companion.
Of course, who hasn't? Much has been written about you in the Millilith's records. You became one of Liyue's most wanted after the Millilith marked you as a suspect following the before finally defeating an ancient god together with Granny and her. A shame that we didn't meet sooner.
He's cute.
If we had, well, I can't say that I would have been able to clear you of suspicion immediately, but it certainly would have been less, embarrassing for you. Allow me to introduce myself once more. I'm Yenfei, a legal advisor. Got a legal problem? You can come right to me.
She's a lawyer.
Oh, yes. Here's my business card. You'll find it has my contact details and office address. Keep it handy. If you have an urgent issue, just leave me a note at this address. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, I offer a very generous discount for first-time customers.
All right, Yenfei, all right. Let's get to the business at hand. I do not think these two are in any dire need of legal assistance at the moment. You'll have to excuse Yanfei. She's always been like this. Ever.
Paimon was gonna ask the same question.
An Adeptus? I guess. Kinda. My old man said he was one anyway. He mentioned that he once campaigned with Rex Lapis for a long old time, and then after that was all over, he went back and married my mom. They had me, and once I was all grown up, the two of them upped and left on a journey, leaving...
Well, that's a bit casual for an Adeptus. Aren't you guys...
Well, my dad did say that he'd talked it through with Rex Lapis, and... Anyway, let's not dwell on that too much. So, Granny, I've got... The chasm's been sealed off, and there's just no way in.
Is that so? Yanfei, are you sure you can't find some other way?
I know, Granny, you've told me 1,000 times already. Well, the chasm's definitely a no-go, but there's still a chance we can figure out some alternative means of procurement. Hold on.
Whoa, that's a really thick book. What kind of things do you write in there?
Probably a law book.
Commercial consultancy. Or Snezhnaya. Ah, found him. Krusel. A Snezhnayan merchant who once came to me with some legal queries on certain articles in the legal codices. If my memory serves, all of them had to... He mentioned that he was considering acquiring some Smaragdus jadeite to make hairpins, and wanted to know if... So, I guess I'll go look for him. With any... Oh, you want to join me? I suppose that's no problem, but it's bad...
Wow. An Adeptus imploring us to avoid incurring legal liability. That's a first for sure. Best we be a little more careful than usual.
She's adorable. And she talks like me when I've had way too much coffee. Oh, there's a quest over there. Quest! Who am I talking to? Who's got this quest? I think it's upstairs. Quest. Yep. Quest.
Auto reconfiguration is an essential function.
Do. Books. Deliveries.
Essential function.
Oh, it's that girl's dad.
Where has Master gone?
Come on, gentlemen.
Finish.
Get all the quests. Alright,
Join the Adventurers Guild. The key here is consumer psychology.
Alright, where is this merchant dude? Merchant dude. Okay, well, that's the dude I gotta talk to, but this dude.
Why'd they have to give me that tr-
Hello. Paperwork. Guessing it's a fetch quest. ghost over there. Come back, little kid. Ching ching. You found your puppy. Oh no. Doggy food. Oh, that's adorable.
How many days has Daddy been away?
Okay, I gotta actually go talk to this guy first.
I should open a store here.
Hello, Mr. Crossell.
Oh, good, very good. All thanks to your advice, Miss Yanfei.
You're too kind. I was simply doing my job.
Well, yes, as a matter of... Miss Yanfei, might I presume that you have an interest in the hairpins?
Wait, isn't Smaragdus Jadeite...
No, I'm not worried in the slightest, because the contract makes it quite clear that if she... In return, I included a clause that guarantees the Smaragdus Jadeite is genuine, with a penalty of 10 times the item's value payable by me to Ms. Jiqiao in the event that it is...
Guaranteed genuine? With 10 times the value payable if this claim is shown to be false? Yes, these terms are very clear.
Of course. This way, both the client and I have the...
In that case, might you know where Miss Shira...
Oh, of course. She wrote her...
Thanks a lot, Mr. Crossell.
So we're gonna have to nick her hairpins. I'm guessing.
Bored.
She's upstairs. Where are the stairs?
Tell the cleverest jokes there.
Wait. Up, up, up. Whee. Oh no, she doesn't look happy.
Whatever shall I do? Yes, that's me.
How do you do, Miss Chow? We understand. My associates and I are very interested in them.
The hairpins. I don't know how it could have happened. I spent so much money on them. If I have to pay their original value, My family is in the ore business too. We now have a backlog of paid-up orders just sit. A big banquet is coming up in a few days, and several That's what the hairpins were for, too. But now that I've lost the hair...
Why does Paimon have a sudden...
Would you really? I sent a commission to the...
Hold on. Don't run off looking for the hairpins, just...
Huh? Well...
Let me see.
That's right! Yanfei said true.
Right. I finished reading the contract. The terms are... Furthermore, the contract also expressly... And given the rarity of Smaragdus Jade...
Even higher. Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
However, all of this is assuming that it isn't...
Did you really have to pause before saying that part? Whichever way you look at it.
Except that if we found the hairpins...
Please. Please, However much it is, I will have to pay. Now that it's come to this, I really shouldn't...
Yes, legally speaking, it seems... So hold on a moment, Mr. Chow. When you first touched the hairpin...
What did I feel? Well, my family has seen much jade
Smooth to the No, it's nothing. I just need to
I bet they're fake. I totally bet they're fake.
Miss Yanfei, you've returned with... You lost them!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Mora! Do you... I just don't... Forget it.
No problem. But before I can give an official estimate, I'll need to do a little market research. It was in fact genuine Smaragdus Jadeite inlaid into the hairpins, correct?
Of course.
All right, understood. I'll conduct some market research, and once I'm back, I'll provide...
Thank you very much.
Looks like I'll have to find some...
Please wait, Miss Chow. It's not convenient to speak here, so...
I should open a store.
Okay, where are they having me go? Do.
Miss Yanfei, what is this about?
No. What I wanted to talk about is, there is a chance that the Orin laid on
I
those
knew
hairpins may not be Smaragdus Jadeite after all.
What do you mean?
Obviously not. I'm no adventurer, let alone a member of the guild. I don't know if Granny told you this, but Smaragdus Jadeite is found deep underground and contains very concentrated elemental energy. If mere mortals come into contact with it, well, they'll be sick in the best case. And in the worst case, they could even experience a dramatic change of personality. It most certainly would not be smooth to the touch. Mr. Chow, did you at any time feel unwell while the hairpins were in your possession?
No, not at all.
Now that is strange. If I've deduced correctly, he may still have this.
If that's the case, we should go confront him right.
Absolutely not. If we were to confront him now, there's no way he would admit to it. And then he'd throw the Smaragdus Jadeite into the sea the moment we were gone. After that, he would simply insist that Mr. Chow pay up per the contract. Meanwhile, we would have to look under every stone in Liyue, hoping and praying that the hairpins do actually still exist.
So vivid that Paimon thinks it might be experience talking.
Oh, it certainly is. I've seen my fair share of situations like this, and brute force methods are certainly one way of resolving them. Fortunately,
Well then, since you're so experienced in dealing with problems like...
Oh, that won't be a problem. But first...
Huh? Does there have to be a contract for everything? It feels like Yanfei is even more concerned with them than a certain someone else we know.
Well, this is
These are my
Liyue.
formal terms of engagement. Everything prior to now has just been pro bono advice. But for me to investigate any further, I require any work commissioned but not bound by a contract cannot be relied upon.
I understand. Then I will be glad to place this matter into your capable hands if you will take it, Miss Yanfei.
No problem. Just sign here, and I'll sign too. Okay. Now write your address here, and then sign on this page as well. And I'll also need your signatures on pages 5, 7, and on the very last page. Finally, if you could just use this ink pad to make a handprint over here.
This contract has so many pages.
All right, that should do it. My fees are the same as always, and they're written in the contract. Have a look through and let me know if you have any questions.
I've had a read through. Everything checks out.
Well then, here's your copy of the contract. I will retain the other copy. Not for now, no. Despite how intractable this problem might sound, I don't believe you have been part of an investigation like this before. In which case, hopefully this should be quite the
Miss Yanfei, I have to ask.
Because, as it happens, I'm currently trying to acquire some Smaragdus Jadeite myself. I noticed strong traces of geoenergy around Mr. Crossell, so perhaps he has, in fact, secured some. Whether he actually made it into an item of jewelry or not is a separate matter, but either way, it's a lead. As long as we... Also, the idea of someone abusing the law to their advantage, I won't stand for it. But again, let's not dwell on this. Ah, I've got it! Let's pay a visit to Chateau. If Mr. Crossell had his ore worked on at all, Chateau...
Whoops. I didn't realize there was a moat there. Where's Shito? Shito. There we go.
Why, hello there, honored... Surely not more spurious claims that my jade betting is rigged and no one can ever win?
No, nothing of the sort. Has a
A Snezhnayan merchant... I do remember. That was the first time I'd ever encountered it, so I had no way... He was quite generous with his money, too. Why, yes. It was my first time in...
Thank you, sir. We'll take a...
Let's see. Debris.
Try your luck betting on Jade?
If my eyes don't deceive me, yes. It's not particularly rare, nor is it especially valuable. It's used to make jewelry all the time. I've heard it said that Smaragdus nephrite is in fact the outer layer of Smaragdus jadeite, though no one's ever proven it.
A thin layer of separation, huh?
If you must see for yourself, try examining these shavings for traces of elemental energy. Smaragdus nephrite is an entirely ordinary ore, containing no elemental energy whatsoever.
Is that so? So, did you find anything? So
Nope.
they really are different.
There's nothing special to it. It just so happens that I've come across... These two stones actually look very similar. There may be only a subtle difference for the casual viewer, but that and, I'm sure, a significant difference...
All right, let's focus up. We're going off on...
But never mind, Shirto.
Unusual actions have unusual reasons behind them.
Okay, now where is he? Oh, right, that dude.
Miss Yenfei?
If you could just confirm for me once more, sir. Mr. Crossell did indeed claim that the ore he brought to your store was in fact Smaragdus jadeite, did he not?
Yes, that's right. I still have a record of the job with me, in fact. Here. It says quite clearly, 1 chunk Smaragdus jadeite, uncut.
Good luck,
then
bureaucracy.
I have no further questions. But could I borrow the processing record and these stone shavings?
Of course.
Oh, I have my reasons. Ah, yes. Please sign here on this affidavit. This document shall serve as signed proof that these stone shavings originated from the, ore that Mr. Crossell brought to your store. Please.
Yes, I see.
I wouldn't say there's been an incident, just a minor issue. Thank you, sir. I'll take these with me.
With this hard evidence to back us up...
On the contrary, this is far from sufficient to build a case. If you want to make jewelry, you need a professional jewelsmith. Let me think.
Her big book.
Jewelry. Aha! Got it! Sinxi. She often helps people to find a jewelsmith.
Well, that was quick.
Because lots of people come to me for... As you know, Liyue Harbor is the city of contracts. And contracts, well, I should say laws, are very important to us. But the amendments made by the Tianquan to our laws are unnecessarily complicated. How can I put this? It just seems like they're hard to understand and impossible to finish. As such, legal advisors like myself provide quite the popular service indeed.
So you help them make sense of the law?
Yes, well, that's no obstacle because I've memorized all the legal codices.
You memorized them?
You sound surprised. Knowing the law inside out is a legal advisor's bread and butter, you know? Oh, this has nothing to do with being an adeptus. I just like reading things.
Again, with that casual...
Well, that's that then. Let's go look for Sinxi.
She clearly has an eidetic memory. Alright, who am I looking for? Where the... Over here. Jeweler. Run.
The key here is consumer psychology.
Did someone just say consumer psychology? Really?
But we have some new items in. Join me.
Oh, Miss Yenfei, it's you.
Have no further trouble from then on? Yes, of course. Has a merchant by the name of Crossell asked you...
Crossell? Yes, I remember him. The design of the hairpins that he gave me was quite intricate, so it took me some... This order was on hold for a very long...
Doesn't seem like there's any of...
Miss Sinxi, I'd like for you to confirm for me once more.
Yes, I'm sure of it. The hairpins were made using many expensive materials. Mr. Crossell wasn't very... I also kept a copy for my own records. See for yourself. The inlaid gemstone is recorded as Smaragdus...
Thank you, Sinxi. Now...
Sure. It isn't serving much purpose here anyway.
Nothing you need to worry about. Just a minor.
Why is everyone's first reaction always to assume some...
I believe we have almost all the evidence we need.
The weirdo with the snake?
Because only he can provide an authoritative statement confirming once we have this final piece of
Baizu. Where's Baizu? Baizu and Chi-Chi. And the little snake. Oh, what's the snake's name? I can't remember what the snake's name is. But she talks like this. It's pretty cute. Da, 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 da. Baizu.
My, to what do I owe the pleasure? Though I'm afraid that if you're looking for our little Chi-Chi, she's out gathering herbs. And if it isn't Miss Yanfei as well, now that's an even rarer honor. What business brings you here, might I inquire?
No. I'm here this time to ask if you're familiar with Smaragdus Jadeite.
Smaragdus Jadeite? Why, yes, there is some information about it included in the 6th commentary on the Seven Mountain Treatises states that this substance springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains and will bring disaster to... It is abundant in elemental energy, so if someone without a vision is in contact with it for a prolonged period, best case scenario, they fall ill. Worst case scenario, they'll suffer great changes in personality and their illness will only ever get worse.
Sounds like it's radioactive.
Anyway, I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to chit-chat. I suppose that you're about to ask me to write
That is indeed the case. If you...
No trouble at all. It's just a single document. Won't take me a moment. But after I gave him my reply, his expression shifted. I wonder, Miss Yanfei.
You needn't concern yourself about that, Dr. Baizhu. Thank you for penning.
You're too kind.
That Baizhu guy is as weird as ever. Is it just Paimon, or does it feel like he was fishing for something back there?
Dr. Baiju's always been like that. Well, we have the evidence we need. Let's go find Mr. Crossell.
Dude's a faker.
Miss Yanfei, have you finished your investigation? I trust.
Yes, my investigation is...
Wonderful. Well then.
Of course. According... Mr. Crossell, you must pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original transaction price in Mora.
Sure. Wait, what? Me pay her? Surely there's been some kind of mistake, Miss Yanfei.
Not at all. According to my investigations and the material evidence that we've gathered, the substance claimed to be Smaragdus Jadeite that was inlaid within the Smaragdus Jadeite twin phoenix pins that you rented out to Mr. Chow was, in fact, Smaragdus Nephrite. Now, the contract states very clearly that 10 times the price shall be paid should the article not be genuine. Accordingly, you are liable for this sum, which is payable to Mr. Chow in Mora.
Material evidence? What material evidence? Why, Miss Yanfei, you cannot frame me like this.
Watch me.
I spent a huge sum to obtain that Smaragdus Jadeite.
Indeed. Only a testimony from an expert witness involved in the processing of the ore can serve as an authoritative assessment of whether it is genuine. Traveler, please produce the evidence. This is a processing record from the Jade Mystery, along with stone samples and an affidavit signed by the business owner, Chateau.
Seriously? Even the boss there couldn't differentiate between... In any case, Smaragdus Nephrite is the outer layer of Smaragdus Jadeite. So I had him cut away the nephrite, he returned the valuable jadeite core to me, and some nephrite samples remain in the store. What am I...
That's an unsubstantiated...
Well, your claim that my ore is fake is just as unsubstantiated.
Looks like our first piece...
Hard evidence. Something legally binding. We have just the thing.
This document proves that my hairpins are the real deal, doesn't it?
Our second piece of evidence didn't...
You know, you...
Of course I'm right. All the evidence shows...
Well, hang on a moment now, because I do... Traveler, would you do the honors?
What's this?
Smaragdus jadeite springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it. Sustained contact with Smaragdus jadeite over a prolonged period will, in less serious cases, cause a mild malady, while in serious cases... Mr. Crossell, were you
I had no idea.
No idea, you say? I'm afraid that this falls outside the scope of my... However, I'm sure that the Ministry will be relatively lenient, considering that... Don't worry, Mr. Crossell. I trust that you'll give them your full...
What? Wait!
Oh, so you knew? Oh, dear, Mr. Crossell. But if you knew of Smaragdus jadeite's dangers...
Huh? No,
Aren't actually inlaid with genuine Smaragdus jadeite? Is that what you were about to say? You do understand, Mr. Crossell, your answer, please. My client and I are waiting.
I like her.
Yep, he's seriously intimidating right now.
I admit it. I confess. But I'm a victim in all of this, too. I invested a great butt after receiving it and carrying it around for a few days. I started to feel... I went to Boo Pharmacy to get myself checked out. Oh, that's why I had another pair of hairpins made from... I kept the real Smaragdus. I was worried that someone would see through it, which is why I only dared to rent them out, not sell them. And then to top it...
Exactly! If they...
I didn't want to either, but when I purchased that Smaragdus jadeite, some of my business partners found out. If word got out that I...
All right, let's cut the appeals phase right there. I failed to see what bearing any of this has on your transaction.
10 times.
Crossell looks like he could faint any second.
As for me, according to my
20%? That's as much as...
There's no need. Even if the Smaragdus jadeite on those hairpins was fake.
Ms.
However, Mr. Crossell, since you have no use for that chunk of Smaragdus...
What? But...
Miss Yunfei, I'll turn this...
Well, that's not quite how the rules say that...
Thanks so much for your help this time, Miss Yunfei.
Oh, come on. No need to stand on...
What?
Well then, that's good. Mr. Crossell, it seems that my client has no further...
Is that so?
She looks so smug.
Actually, I could see from the hairpins you produced that you're very skilled in jewelry design. If we could join forces, you're...
Well, that's that. And we've got the Smaragdus jadeite that Granny wants.
Exactly. Usually when someone tells us they... even though the solution...
The right solution depends on your perspective on the problem. The objective of my client, Mr. Chow, was to reduce her liability to pay compensation. So, rather than looking high and low for some hairpins, proving that the rented item was nowhere near worth what the vendor had claimed it to be was the more efficient solution. An Adeptus. Speaking of, you took part in that battle, didn't you? In which case, you would have heard what Liyue Harbor is now a city ruled by humans. The title of Adeptus means precious little to me compared... In any case, don't you think that the Liyue Harbor of today needs...
Paimon can think of someone who would definitely disagree with you.
Well, since we got what we came for, it's...
Granny! Can I get my pot? Get my pot. Gimme. Whoops, wrong way. Wrong way. Be-doo. Run. Okay, where's Granny? Can I climb? Take a shortcut. Yep, that looks like a shortcut. Just gotta wait for ka-ching. Okay, looks like I'm walking. Granny!
Ah, you've returned. Good.
Well, if we're all set, Granny.
Oh, you. All right.
I'm off then. Bye! Oh yes, Traveler. Make sure you don't... I've been looking into the laws of other nations as well.
Come now, child. Are you leaving or are you not?
I'm leaving. I'm leaving!
That child. Goodness knows where she learned to be so rambunctious. Her father was hardly so riotous or fond of talking nonsense back in the day when he stood beside Rex Lapis. Indeed, Yanfei might be overly garrulous, but she is Liyue, all right then.
Oh, Paimon's so excited!
It is...
Teapot.
There we go. Hold it firmly. If you were to take these blueprints with you as well.
Wait a minute, Granny!
Oh, you needn't worry about that.
Helper. Teapot, 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 teapot. Teapot. Let me get these though. Ooh. Teapot. Ooh. I'm gonna pick this one. Wonder if we can change it. Here, teapot, teapot, teapot.
Wow! This teapot seems even bigger inside than Madame Pete. Well, you're still. Oh, wait a sec.
Got my teapot.
Well, it seems that we have a visitor.
It's a huge finch!
Excuse me, I am not a finch. I am a teapot spirit, and you may call me, hang on a moment. Oh, call me. I suppose you may call me Tubby.
That's rude.
So you're the little helper.
Madam Ping? Oh, you must mean Ping. Yes, she did summon me here. She told me much about you. You may leave all matters regarding the upkeep of this realm to me. Your journey may be far from over. Though it is the Adepti who create realms such thus, we teapot spirits were created, you may consider me a butler, if you will. Now, allow me to have you any blueprints on you? As long as you have a blueprint.
Blueprints!
Yes, these are the... Just commit the image of the then simply release the thought from...
Wow! Is that all it takes? Then we could build a whole city inside, couldn't we?
I doubt it. A golden-eyed adeptus explained this to me at some point in the past. He said that even though subspace creation is a product of adeptal power, even that has its limits. This world is not a true one, after all. It provides merely a moment of brief respite from the mortal realm, not a means of escaping it in time.
A golden-eyed adeptus? Paimon wonders
Probably
I hardly
Rex
remember
Lapis.
myself. What's more, well, let's not dwell on that. If there's anything you would like...
Teapot. Crafting. Ductile energy. Ductile sales. Beep. Yay!
Maybe you're not used to the place.
Just drink. Weep. Ooh. Oh, good, you can switch the style. What's this? Furnishings. Blueprints. Okay, that just looks like a bunch of plants. And wooden stuff. Harmonious. I do not have enough money for this stuff. Ooh. These look very, very fancy. Okay, what does that do? Okay, immediately complete the finishing. Ding! Alright, what do I have? Okay, what is that? Fabric. Okay, I do not have any fabric. Oh, and there's a dyes, okay. Oh, geez. So I'm going to be making a lot of those. And a decent amount of dye. We just make a whole bunch of stuff. Screen. Okay, I need more red. I'm just gonna press something. String. Whoa, that's a while.
If you ever have
Alrighty. Let's see, how do we do this? Whee! Okay, no furnishings. Buildings. What am I doing? Whoa, this is a bit wild. Open air workshop. Okay, I'm just gonna stick that there. All my companions! don't have much of that. Means we go inside. Ooh, companionship experience. Yay! So just dump everybody in here. Oh, okay, that's a room. I have no furnishings. Okay, so it's actually a proper freaking house. That's cool. I think I... Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna get this later. Firstly, whoops. What am I doing? That's the right button. Firstly, I'm going to get my table. Weep. Table. That there. The other chair. That there. Ornament. On there, so they at least have something to sit on. Get all. Ah, rude. Lisa.
Oh, I was completely lost. Aw, you're concerned. You really know how to Don't you worry. I love it here. Not at all. I think what makes this place... If I were to start nitpicking, I certainly wouldn't want...
That's adorable. That's so sweet.
Oh, I was completely... Aw, you really know how... Don't you worry. I love it here. Not at all. I think what makes this... If I were to start nitpicking, I certainly wouldn't want...
That's sweet. Yep, there we go. 1 o'clock. Furnishing set. Ding, 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 ding. Building. Indoor set. I am missing components. How do we do this again? all up. Then expand that. Place that. There. Ta-da! Okay, so if I go back outside and talk to the teapot. Zubby.
Maybe you're not.
Check my trust rank. Boop. Let's see. Barebone tumble abode. Fancy. So it looks like I gotta come back later. Great furnishings. I need a lot of red dye, so I'm gonna need to go running around, trying to go grab a bunch of sunsettias. This, we have time remaining 4 hours. Get oh no, do I wanna? No. Okay, looks like I gotta leave that for the moment.
If you ever have any...
Oh, that's cool, so I can forge in here. Nice. So I can forge and... See, now I have some rocks. And trees. And this is a bush. Landscape companions. Already got one companion inside. Don't have any animals. Any details. Yep, I don't have any of that stuff made up yet. Okay, well, this place at least. Yay! I gotta wait, basically, for this. Okay, how do I get out there? That's what I wanna know. How do I leave? Whee! It's a wall. I get it. That's stuff is inside. Huh. Stairs. Okay, looks like you might be able to change the entire building. I'll need to look into that. That's cool, there's a second level. Ooh, who's that? Chubby! Okay, where's Chubby? Chubby! Chub, 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 chub! He's actually in a teapot.
The one before you
Hello.
is known as Jade Seeker. One travels far and wide, seeking naught but to witness all of the treasures this world has to offer. Ah, and...
Okay, what do you... Oh, you got a dog.
Doggy.
Okay, so where are we going? Alright, pan. Where are we zooming? How do I zoom? Here we go. Zoom. Oh. Whoa, too much zoom. Thank you. Okay, where's the front door? Front door. Zoom. Front door. Yep. Whoops. Whoa. Zoom out. What? No. Rotate. You can't put the doggy on the building. That sucks. You put the doggy in the building. Options. Some screws, no furniture. Free rotation. That's the grid. Ooh, there's a grid. Save. Doggy. There's the doggy. Doggy! Hi, puppy. I have my doggy. Life is good. So now I gotta go back to the vat, unfortunately. And go find the main quest. If there is any main quest left. Zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. I'm gonna go to the Adventurers Guild. Yes, I know I have left this teapot. It is my teapot. I am so happy now. I have my teapot. I just wish it didn't take quite so long to build a whole bunch of stuff. Quest. Okay, so there are a lot of side quests. But no actual main quest. Which is interesting considering I thought that there was a main quest further. Might be level locked. I am somewhat under-leveled, so could be I have to upgrade still. Oh yeah, right, that's what I was gonna do. Where is it? Oh, she's got a quest for me. Why is... Oh, wait, yes, it is showing up on the thing, it's just not very loud. Find the kitty! find a kitty. Oh, that's not a kitty. Though I do believe I have to find a kitty.
All tasks have been handed out.
Hey.
Wait, I gotta talk to this lady. Reputation. Ding. Yay. Yay. Smiley engine. Oh, I've already done the maximum. Oh well, not much I can do about that then. So I do have to find someone's cat. I want to go to one shoot in because I think there might be some quests in there. Loading screen. Ah, yes, there is a quest. You guys? No, it's not you guys, it's downstairs. I think that's gonna be Smiley? Yes. Wait, yes, that is Smiley. And that is a fish head.
Straight on in.
Like, whoops. Sit. Yes, be polite. Dude is a connoisseur. Anya. Oh no. Chicken pudding? That's weird. So I get to smash it with a sword. Fun! And it looks like the music died. Oh, yeah, the music's back.
Straight on in.
Smiley, 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 smiley. Like, stuck on a chair. Wrong person. I have so many birds' eggs. Pure water. Where do I get pure water? Where do I get the feeling I have to use Barbara?
Wish me luck.
Yep, there we go. Party, now I need fire. It's a good thing Barbara's a freebie.
At the ready.
Bunk. Man, they're such food snobs. Such food snobs. Freeloader's getting a job. Yay! Ooh. Chicken tofu pudding. That sounds really freaking weird. Where are we? There we are. Well, since I'm here, I may as well make some, assuming I even have the stuff. Really? Okay. I can only make one at the moment. But yeah, I will.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
Anyone? Oh, yep, there are more quests.
Howdy.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
Whee. I have a feeling there might be some around here.
I won't let you down.
Poets being poets. Alright, so I have to go to the city. Huh? Okay, that's weird.
Luck is not on my side.
I gotta say, I really wish they would put new quests on the quest markers. Or at least on the map. Silk flowers. I need a lot of silk flowers. Yeah, it would be so much easier if potential new quests... Oh, what's that? I've marked something there. If potential new quests would actually show up on the map rather than you having to run around in circles looking for them. Speaking of which, I'm going back to Mondstadt. Let's see if there are any quests in Mondstadt.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
I don't think there would be, but better check.
I'll race you there.
I'm not
Bet you can't keep up with me. I'll race you there. Bet you can't keep up with me. I'll race you there.
No, it doesn't look
Bet
like
you
there
can't keep
are
up with
any.
me.
Probably level based. I know there are a couple. Which means I need to go do the actual rank up quest. Ooh, achievements. Blueprints, blueprints. Yay! Ding, ding, ding. So many achievements. Yay! Okay, but yeah, I am going to call it a day for now. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more. But yeah, have a good evening, everybody.